Hi, good day all of you. Welcome to our session. Welcome to our channel, Intelligible Tutorials. So, in this session now, I want to show you the information regarding various input and output statements, and as well as what are the various kinds of literals uh, in the Python and keywords in the Python, and as well as what are the functions for ID and type and various data types available in the Python programming language. So this particular video deals with all such kind of the things. Number one, literals, and then keywords, and then ID and type functions, and data types and variables, and input output statements. So first of all, I want to start with input and output statements. Okay, so what are the input and output statements in the Python? There is only one particular input statement is there for giving input in the Python, that is input an expression. For example, input parenthesis a is equal to input parenthesis. So here whatever value you pass in the input, that particular value is assigned to the variable a. Okay, so here this is the second example. Here also you can give like this: input enter a value a, then whatever value entered, the user is prompted to enter the value is a, so he enters the value a, that particular value will be stored in the variable a. Okay, and then to go to the output statement, so output is the print statement, so print followed by parenthesis. So in the print, if you give hello, so that hello will be printed. So these two are the most widely used input and output statements in the Python programming language. And the next one is variables. So there are some rules and regulations are there while creating the variables in other programming languages also, like C++, and as well as the Java. So what are the rules? The same rules here also it is applicable while creating the variables. So variable name must always starts with a letter, and in between it doesn't support any kind of special characters except underscore character. And variable name cannot start with a number, it should start with a letter, and except underscore no other special characters are allowed, and variable name cannot start with a number. Okay, so it may contain an alphanumeric characters but does not contain any kind of special characters. It never allows any kind of special characters except this particular underscore. Okay, and variable names are very case sensitive. If you write the age like this, if you write the age like this having a capital, and if you write the age like this having all caps, and all are treated as three different variables because all are having different kinds of ASCII values. Because small a ASCII value is different, capital A ASCII value is different, small g ASCII value is different, capital G is different, and as well as small capital E is different, and as well as small e is different. So all are treated as different kinds of the variables. Okay, so and one more thing, a keyword is there, that keyword cannot be used as the variable name. This rule is there in all the programming languages. The same rule is applicable here also. The variable name and as well as the function name and as well as the class name, you should not use any kind of the keyword. Okay, so variable name and function name and class name should not contain any keyword available in the Python. Okay, keywords, what is the purpose of the keyword? They are only used to define syntax and structure of the Python, which can be understood by the Python interpreter, but not for creation of the variable names as the identifier names. Here there are 33 keywords are available in the Python. Okay, so just to see what are the various kinds of keywords in the coming video. Okay, so here only in the coming slide I will show you the various kinds of the keywords. So before that we are going to discuss about the data types. As your previous programming languages supports it, Python also supports integer for numerical and float for fraction, integer for numerical and float for fraction part it supports, and complex. For example, if you write I plus 4j and 0 plus 1j, these are the complex variables. And there is a function is also there, like a complex of 1, it gives you 0 plus 1j, like that something value it gives. So complex variable is one of the special type to display the complex numbers in the Python, and str is for string data type. And as well as bool shows you boolean, and it shows two values, either true or false, and true holds the value 1 and false holds the value 0. And then bytes, okay, you can create bytes, a byte array, you can create an array that can be represented as byte array. And range function also there, that is the range should start with 1 and end with 10. And what is the step count? 2 is the step count, that is 2, 1 3 5 7, the it gives the values as 1 3 5 7 and 9. So the range should be below 10, so that's what it is saying. And initially it should starts with 1, and step count value it is indicating. What is 2 here? This 2 is nothing but the step count value. So what is the output? 1 3 5 7 9. Okay, it does not exceed the given range, that is 10. Like that this range function will work. So range is also used as one kind of inbuilt kind of data type in many cases. And apart from this, we are having various kinds of the data structures: list, tuple, set, dictionaries, and as well as the Trojan sets. Like that, in the Python programming language, these are all various kinds of the data types: int, float, complex. Apart from the previous complex, str, bool, bytes, byte array, range. Apart from the previous programming languages, here the new things introduced are: the first one is the complex, and the next one is the bytes are also there in the Java: byte array, range, and list, tuple, set, dictionary, and Trojan set. These are all the new things in the Python. Okay. And coming to the next video, here, sorry, coming to the next slide, here we are going to use one kind of the function that is called as built-in function id. This it returns the identity of the object. Okay, so the integer usually corresponds to the object location, and as this specific to the Python implementation and platform being used. This is what actually, this is one kind of the integer number which corresponds to the object location in the memory. It shows that particular number, an integer number, it is showing. While working with the program, we are going to see each and every ID of a variable what we have created. Okay, so in the practical example, you can clearly understand this ID. And what is the type? Um, is nothing but giving the data type. Okay, and then this id operator compares the identity also of the two different objects. How it compares, that also we will see. And what is the type is nothing but your type function gives, it is what type. If it is the type of a, it gives some class of int class, like that it gives. If it is a string type, the class of string, like that it gives. So we will see programmatically how it shows various kinds of the data type, what type of the data of the particular data type is, or what is the type of the data of variable a holds, like that. That particular value, that particular data type, it is showing either it is class int, or it is class float, or it is class string, or it is class boolean, whatever it is. Okay, so this is nothing but your id and type. And now we are going to see the Python keywords. Keywords are reserved words in the Python. And as I said in the previous slide, we cannot use a variable name, a function name, or as well as a class name also using the keyword. And they are used to define the structure of the syntax and code readability, and as well as they can easily understand by the Python interpreter. Okay, so Python keywords are case sensitive, 33 keywords, and 33 keywords are there in whole Python. All the keywords except true, false, and none are lowercase, and they must be written as they are. Like that we have to show. Like that we can write in the lowercase. And then check keywords in the Python: false, none, true, and as, assert, break, class, continue, def, del, elif, else, except, finally, for, from, global, if, import, in, is, lambda, non-local, not, or, pass, yield, with, while, try, return. These are the various kinds of keywords in the Python programming language. And now we are going to see the literals. So int literals, float literals, string literals, boolean literals, and collection literals. Int literals. int a is equal to 6 int literal. You need not give the data type specifically here. A is equal to 6. It is whatever value you assign according to that a holds. So you want to see the type. It is what kind of the literal. Type A, it gives you the class int, and float literal, that is a is equal to some 7.141. It is a float literal. And string literal you can create as sre, this is the string literal. And boolean literal you can create as a is equal to true or a is equal to false. Okay, so like that you can create, or a is equal to some c is equal to 10, and b is equal to 17, and a is equal to c greater than b. So is c greater than b? No. So what kind of the value holds by a? Is nothing but false. And collection literals, what are the collection literals? Are nothing but lists. L is equal to 1, 2, single letter A, 13.43 a float value, and SRI3 is a string literal. So this is the collection literal. It contains various number of different kinds of the data types. It's a list actually. So collection literals is normally the list. Okay, so which contain different kinds of the data types. It holds like this. So these are all the example. These are all the literals, and these are the keywords. And id and type can be used. Id returns the identity, and type is used to determine which data type of the particular variable it is. And then these are the data types, and then these are the variables and variable rules and regulations. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel Intelligible Tutorials. Thank you one and all.